Next, I'm going to show you just how to draw an eye. I'm going to use this compressed charcoal pencil. It's just for the fun. We're going to work in the composition too. So I'm thinking about that. Her face would be over here. It's very minimal. Okay, just to draw a few lines. You can feel free to change it. So I'm going to make this even smaller. See that? The chin would come down over here, like this. Okay, and the top is about a quarter of this space from the top. Is about on the top of the forehead, right? So this is the area for her face. So this is the composition, this is the shoulder. So I'm looking at the big composition, the big area, big relationship, how the shoulder connect to the other side. I'm going to divide it vertically, and I can see that perfectly is the eye is right in the middle. From the top to here, okay, this eye is right in the middle, right here, the eye line. So I'm going to draw softly. This is the center of the eye. So first divide it in vertical. Now I'm going to measure the width of this compared to the height of this. So I'm going to do a really quick measurement. I'm going to take the height, really quickly rotate it. And really hard to say. I'm going to do it like from the chin to the eyebrows. I'm going to rotate that. Is just almost the width of the face. So almost the width of the face, about from here. So I'm going to take this part longer. I'm going to take this part and measure from here to, whoa, it's very different. Okay, now I'm gonna from the eyebrows is a little bit higher than the eye. The eyebrows, and then the hair, the top of the this line is right here. So the eyebrows here. The eyebrows here, I'm going to take the eyebrows and double check what the width. Now it looks pretty close. Actually, the eyebrows can be a little bit lower. Right? And the eye is about in this location. And then from the eyebrows to the chin, the middle point is about the nose. The nose, the bottom of the nose, a little bit lower than the middle point. So I'm gonna draw that right here, like this. And then the mouth is right in between. I think we can divide into 5 proportions from what I see, and is from here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make that a little bit higher. So you can divide this. There's the upper lip is right here, and the lower lip is right here. And then between the lower lip and the chin, it actually have 2 of the 5. And this is actually, all this process actually in my series. It's called Portrait Basics on YouTube. You can go back there and start from the part 1 all the way now is part 10, and it will keep going. So this is, you can find out how to divide the face in proportion. Okay, now we can find roughly, this is the measurement, right? So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to series define their edges, the contour, and coming in a little, and like this, good. And then the eyes, vertically, I can see that is on the left side to the eye over here is only about the size of the half of the eye. And from here to this corner, And you can see the triangle. So you can see this. You can draw the triangle connected to two sides. So you can see the proportion is the overall shape is correct. Now from here to all the way to here, you can divide it into three, into 1, 2, 3, right? Into 3. So the corner over here should be going a little bit more to the right side, like this. Now this is good. The next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide the whole face into the light side and the shadow side. So what you can see that from here, you can see this, you can see a line termination line connect and actually can divide the whole face into two different areas. And in this side and on this side of the mouth, and then come here, connect to here and under the mouth, and you can draw this shape. So hopefully you can see it. Pay attention to it. There should not be much trouble. And also in the eye white in the shadow side, you should not leave it white because when you squint your eye, it's very similar value. So what I want to do is I'm going to softly just cover and just divide the whole face into the light side and the shadow side. Right? So you can blend it. And also this shadow, it should also connect all the way to the head. Like this. Now you can see the face almost look three-dimensional now. Right? I can also carry a little powder onto this side. Now we want to focus on talk about the eye. Now I'm going to put down this here. I'm going to see. So since we already know the area for this eye is in this area, from the left over here to the right over there, and also the upper eyelid is a double eyelid. So I'm going to have a little bit line over here on the top. Good. Now, looking at the shape of the eye, and this is the upper eyelid. It catch the shadow inside the eye area. Now also I can draw the iris just right in this area. I have a little highlight on this corner. And inside over here have pupil. It's a little bit darker, like that. Now those things usually is not going to be much trouble for most of the people. And now it's coming into inside the eye. One side is actually in the shadow. One side is in the light. The light over here and shining on this side of the eyeball. So this side is a little bit lighter, right? And on the other side, it's darker. Most people, they don't see it, or they ignore it. But this is very crucial to make the eyeball is rounded. And also on this side of the iris, also a little bit darker too. Now looking at the upper eyelid, this side is shadow side. Do you see it, right? This side is shadow side. And also here also have some shadow too. So by shading it like this, it creates that illusion that the eye is actually like a sphere shape, right? Light side and the shadow side. And then in the lower eyelid, right? In the lower eyelid, this side is a little bit darker too. So you can see this. This side a little bit darker. So softly, gradually, turn into a little bit lighter. Okay, so if you can catch this, and the eye very much look three-dimensional. And now you can add a little bit those eyelashes at the lower eyelid. Look, don't overdo it, right? Okay. And give a little bit indication what the contour line, so you can see that how the thing's moving. Now let's take a look at their eyebrows. Just keep a little few line to indicate how the line moving and how thick is their eyebrows. Now we're going to use a little bit of a soft shading, so you can see that the highlight actually here, and over here is actually the plane as a little bit less direct facing to the light source. And this side gradually turn, and then has a little bit dark over here too, a little bit soft light on here. So this area is more facing to the light, this area. Now we come down to the cheek, and you can see that this area is directly facing to the light. Now I'm going to come in to lift up a little very highlight inside the iris. Now I'm going to come in here, reform it. You can see that there is very light, like that. And the top, you can see there is some catch to shadow by the eyelashes from the top on this side.
You can make them longer if you want.
It's okay, it's pretty long already. Right, so, and I can use the eraser to make this side of the eye is a little bit lighter. So you can see pretty clear the light shining on this side, and the other side catch the shadow. So I'm just going to have fun to finish the rest of the drawing. And usually you don't want to finish one eye and then the other eye, because just for the demonstration's sake, just finish one eye. Okay, the rest can be just to show you. Like, I'm going to come in over here and then compare to the left side of the eye. And this side of the eye, this side, the left eye, is actually a little bit softer because it's in the catch the shadow, right? So you can have that. That's the shape. Also a little bit smaller, because a little bit away from us. Okay. Like this, very soft light. And now here we go. And the upper eyelid right there. And now adding the eyebrows. Right? So everything in the catch the shadow and the shadow side, it actually look similar because they are dark. Right? Like this. So that this side of this eye is not fighting with the other eye. And then we'll come down to the nose. And on this side it's pretty soft blur. And over here I'm gonna create that very delicate, interesting shape for the nose. And here we go, under the nose. And in here is like a ball shape, sphere shape. So you can see the highlight on this side, right? Okay, now I'm going to come down over here and adding this small shape. On that, this is pretty easy. And the corner, and have a little bit shape, a small triangle right here. And there's a little catch to shadow underneath the upper lip. Okay. And then there's some catch to shadow underneath, showing the distance between the mouth and the chin. Alright, now the drawing is finished. Now I'm gonna quickly laying a little bit of the catch the shadow over here. Right, this is a little light. That's the shadow side. And shadow side over here too.
Oh snap.
Look at that eye.